All right. I know it's been probably close to 3 weeks since I posted anything, but I have been working on it. Um, that trunk lip that I fabricated that I had to construct, I ended up having to remove it all because the trunk, once I closed it, it just didn't line up, didn't close at all. I mean, there's a huge gap, so I ended up cutting it all out and rebuilding it. But I was able to construct the rear body mounts in my reconstruction of the lip. And so what we have here is angle iron welded to the frame, and then we have the C channel welded to the lip, and another one of those U-bolts, and the fender bolt, or U-nut, yeah, the U-nut, speed nut, and the fender bolts that I've been using throughout. And so we have it mounted there. Ignore that weld. I have to redo it. That's just gross, ugly. So anyway, mounted there, right here, mounted on the sides. So the body itself, the body shell, is mounted very securely back here. I've also been working on rebuilding the middle cab mount, which I had to cut this all out because it was all rusted, and I have this set up here. And yeah, so I have to weld a patch panel and a lip to seal off the road grime. And I've been trying to rebuild the inner fender well, and this lip, the mating or mounting lip, I guess, where the fender bolts to, was rusted just beyond repair. So I had got these pieces welded in place. I still need to clean this up. Fortunately, most of this is going to be obscured by the fender welting, so if I don't get the contour absolutely perfect, then it'll be okay. You know, I'll get it as close as I can, but the fender welting is going to cover up most of it. And in here, I got the top part of this built up, and that turned out okay. But because the rest of this is all rusted out so badly, I can't reuse any of this, really. I was hoping to, but I'm really not going to be able to. So I'm going to have to figure out something to do to get some kind of contour here and make it match. I'm going to have to do both sides the same. Whatever I come up with, it's going to have to be the same on both sides, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. And also, this big piece of metal is going to be the trunk floor. This was the roof of an Astrovan, and I've been using some of the sheet metal from it for my patches as well. So that's what I used right there, and I'm going to use another piece of it for this lower bit and more of it because it already, yeah, there's the part that I cut out. But since it already has a curve or crown to it, it lends itself perfectly to this body. So I'm gonna cut somewhere around right here and use this piece right there that is underneath all that. That's gonna end up being that part. And then that'll be the major body rust repairs that I have to do. Of course, the smaller ones around the fender, the windows, I'll get to that eventually. That's not major priority. My next step, of course, yeah, so I did this trunk, I know what I mean. The rear shackles, rear shackle mounts. I got these in and clearance to the back of the frame so that the leaf spring will actually work. And this is 1.5 ID tube, 1.5 OD bushing, but I couldn't get it to go in all the way, so I'm gonna have to get a better torch, a map torch, heat up the outside of this and finish driving that in, because I don't want to destroy it and I can't take it out. So I need a better torch, then I can finish that one. And it's basically just notched into the top of the frame. It's canted at 5 degrees to line up with the leaf spring, which is also 5 degrees. And there's that. So once I get those in, I still need to finish welding that side. But once I get those in, then I can hang the leaf springs properly. And then, eventually, I still need to find a replacement rear end for this. Yep, haven't really been looking. One will show up eventually. One will show up. I know that. I'm not too concerned about it right now. What I'm more concerned about is getting this inner fender well sorted out, getting this body mount area nice and secured, and need to remove that other rear fender so that I can finish doing the welding on that side of the frame for the leaf springs. But yeah, that's where she is. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. All right, so anyway, that's a wrap on this weekend, and I'll post more when I get more done. Like, share, subscribe. Talk to you later.